gorgeous, delicate shots with a great use of the light, a glow in the distance of each shot, and a lovely, intimate nature, yet with the dashes of experimental that kept me excited in exploring it. Um, I thought there was a great exploration of the sensory feeling of these characters and really, yeah, tapping into those sensory details. I also thought the musical piece really elevated and aided the movement. And the editing was brilliantly done. It bounced off it perfectly. And I know that is not always easy to do. So I thought this was a great piece.
Well, this had a romantic, dramatic feel. The two actors in the story are awakening to a beautiful morning, and they express themselves with their eyes, looking right at the camera, and also in dance with port de bras, arm movements that were really nicely done, very original. A scenic waterfront city that they are looking out over the ocean, and you almost get a sense that they are taking in the wind and the sunshine on their skin, and that's why it's titled Sense. It's like a fashion shoot advertisement. Beautiful location, beautiful actors, and very dreamy.
I love the close-up shots of their moody facial expressions. I enjoyed the soft lighting and the vistas of the crowded city behind them in the sunlight. The vocal work is so sensual, and both performers are flexible and talented in their movements and emotions.
It had some really intense music and beautiful scenery around it. I thought that the interpretive dance that they were doing was very unique, where they were moving their bodies, and it was filled with this emotional connection that they had with each other. You could feel their connection even when they were far away from each other. They were dancing to the same intense music, and they had very similar movements. I liked that they came together at the end, and you could really feel that connection between the two when they make eye contact, especially. I thought the dancers themselves had some great chemistry that really added to the whole effect of this film. And overall, I thought it was a really gorgeous scenery and dance to watch.
We're so accustomed to seeing dance confined to a stage, which is great, but it's always really neat to see it break out into the world like we have here. We're in an apartment, we're on a rooftop. We have a sense of these characters being isolated and yearning for something, and by the end they're together. So we get an arc of story, which is great. It seems like through their action, through their dance, they kind of, it's almost like they pray their way to each other or something. They find their way to each other through dance. The performers were magnificent. They looked amazing with their movements. They did a great job. They're great dancers. They looked awesome. Their face, their performance, everything was terrific. The choreography was great.
The quality of the way it was shot as well, this sort of light, soft feel to it. Just a great shot of the landscape there, the architecture. Really just good use of all the different spaces they were in. Good mix of shots. You got some really close ones and then some wide. Really kept things dynamic. It just felt like this really high concept, it's like a perfume commercial kind of feel to it. I mean that in the best way. Really just an interesting piece.
The dancers did amazing. The cinematography that they used was just sensational. I kind of, as I was watching I felt like I was watching an ad for like a very high-end perfume. So it was really, really nice and slick.